Good evening. We'd like to welcome everyone to our 2021 Dorchester District 2 Teacher of the Year celebration. Isn't this so wonderful? It's this actually is the first district function since the dedication last March 2020. So what an appropriate way to kick off the district's use of the facility. We're so pleased to be able to celebrate this in a public way, even though, of course, we had to limit the capacity due to our protocols, COVID protocols. However, we are excited that this will be live streamed, and we're hoping all of your fans and family are tuning in. And the presentation from tonight will be also posted on our website for you to enjoy in coming days. So at this time, I would like to introduce our Board of Trustees that are with us tonight. Chairman Gail Hughes, Vice Chair Tanya Robinson, Ashley Wimberly, Justin Farnsworth, Brian Mitchum. Glad to have you all here. And sir. Oh, I'm sorry, Evan Guthrie. Glad to have you all here with us tonight. At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Glenn Huggins for inspiration and the Pledge of Allegiance. But before I do that, I hope you all had the opportunity to enjoy the wonderful entertainment by one of the Rollins 8th graders this evening, and that is Olin Watson, who is quite a talented and gifted pianist, and we so appreciate him sharing his talent to make this an even more special occasion. So, Dr. Huggins.
Good evening, and I also want to welcome you to Dorchester District 2 2021 Teacher of the Year celebration. It's been said, the mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, and the great teacher inspires. It's clear to me today that we are in the presence of greatness. To all the educators we honor tonight, congratulations. Thank you for inspiring children throughout all the turmoil this year by constantly pouring out your heart and soul to our children in so many ways. Great teachers are the soul of our society. We entrust in you the most precious thing we know in our life, our children. We can all name a great teacher who has changed our lives, a great teacher who inspired us to do and be our best. For a great teacher is one who helps a child learn that we all have worth, and that high goals are attainable if we apply ourselves and just believe, even in the middle of a pandemic. Great teachers change lives every day and make the world a better place, one student at a time, one day at a time. Our district is committed to higher standards and high academic achievement, and it begins with quality teachers. It begins with you, and it continues with you. Henry Adams once observed that a teacher affects eternity because you can never tell where a teacher's influence stops. Your influence goes on and on in the life of a child. Teachers affect eternity. I believe that with all my heart. And so with all my heart, I thank all of you being honored tonight and all our great teachers out there who devote their lives to inspiring our children. Thank you and congratulations. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to invite our Superintendent, Joe Pye, up for some special remarks. Mr. Pye.
What a beautiful day, what a beautiful place, and what beautiful faces on the teachers that teach in Dorchester District 2. We're so honored to be here to represent all the other teachers, our students, our community, our school board, the district staff, yes, and particularly your school staff, to recognize you for an award that's so well deserved, one in which we honor, one in which we respect, and we want the whole world to know we have the best teachers in Dorchester too. How fortunate and blessed we are to be able to gather together this evening in this magnificent space to celebrate and recognize some very, very special people, our Teachers of the Year and our Rookie Teachers of the Year. I often say teachers are the backbone of our district. You are what give us structure and the ability to stand tall. We are blessed in Dorchester, too, with an abundance of excellent teachers in each of our schools. Tonight, we're here to recognize and celebrate the best of our teachers, those who give and never seem to run out, those who go the extra mile and still keep running, those who never give up and never give in, those in the trenches determined to win no matter what's being tossed at them, those who persevere no matter what the challenges, those determined to overcome no matter the obstacles. Tonight we celebrate you, our very special Teachers of the Year. You are special. You are elite. You are chosen. Your colleagues recognize things in each of you that they admire, they aspire to be, and they deeply respect. They selected you to represent them, your schools, and the teaching profession because you are the best of the best. It is said teaching is not merely a profession, but a calling. You personify that teaching is not just what you do, it's who you are. The last 14 months have been anything but normal, or business as usual. We ask you to do things over and above the normal, and you face those same difficulties in your homes, with your families, and in your very own personal lives. Yet through it all, you have continued to rise to the occasion, stand tall, shine brightly, and teach. You have not only passed the test, you have raised the standard for all of us. You continue to amaze, inspire, and teach all of us. You continue to amaze us all. And so your students, parents, and administrators and families deeply respect you and what you're about. So that's why we're here tonight, to make sure you know how much you care for and appreciate it. I applaud you, my staff applauds you, the board applauds you. So once again, you will please rise now, stand tall, and be recognized. In closing, I want to share a poem with you. This poem is from G. Santini. I believe that you can accomplish wonderful things because you yourself are wonderful. I believe that however tough things get, you'll ultimately win out because life isn't about toughness. It's about care, and you care, and I care about you. So I believe that however long it takes for you to fulfill your goals, you will succeed, because the secret is that you are already a success, and you always have been. Tonight you're just being recognized for something many of us have known for a long time. We want to make sure you know it. I believe that bright moments, warm moments are always part of our lives if we'll only stop, look around, and celebrate them. So consider this a moment of time stopped to make it possible to look around and celebrate the warmth and the natural brilliance within you, and to believe. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pye. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the 2020 Dorchester District 2 Teacher of the Year, Lindsay Jutzler. Lindsay.
Good evening. Tonight I have the privilege of reflecting upon my experience as the 2020 Dorchester District 2 Teacher of the Year. Reflection is such an integral part of teaching and learning. It is during this introspective process that we scrutinize each facet of our previous performances. We retreat into the dark and quiet recesses of our memories to reconcile our reactions against our initial expectations. Prodding questions like, did I do this correctly? Did I achieve the desired result? Did my students get what they needed? How can I execute this better next time? Propel us like fiery hot pokers in our quest for reflection and subsequent refinement of our craft. Soren Kierkegaard remarked that life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. This musing perfectly juxtaposes educators' endeavors to effectively plan for the future while simultaneously trying to improve upon past shortcomings. Reflection is therefore not a passive task, but rather an active pursuit that requires resilience, endurance, and commitment. This school year has been characterized by stale cliches such as unprecedented times, the new normal, blended learning and all of its permutations, and my personal favorite, uncharted waters. When this latter phrase is uttered, I try to imagine myself leisurely sailing through the beguiling calm blue waters of the pre-pandemic school years. The weather may have changed during those journeys, but ultimately we had confidence in the captain of our vessel. Our course was certain. The tranquility of the previous years sits in stark contrast to the tempestuous seas of this year, where the uncharted and turbulent waters have left us shipwrecked and battered as we struggle to find true north with our compasses in an ever-changing magnetic field. After such a voyage, it is difficult to summon the intrinsic motivation to reflect upon our processes as educators when the waves generated by these uncharted waters have lapped upon our shores, extinguishing the flames that normally illuminate our paths. It is through this new imagery that I'm reminded of the quote, "A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others." Now, if you're just merely hearing my words, maybe you're making mental list of all the half-finished tasks you have to complete. Perhaps you're contemplating dinner, me too, or you're checking your watch. It's okay, I'm used to this. My own children and my students have trained me well in this multitasking behavior. But if you're just hearing my words and not truly listening, you probably have missed the subtleties in the simile. You might think that I'm comparing a candle being consumed to a teacher burning out. Far from it. To truly understand how a teacher is like a candle, you must first consider the macroscopic components of the torch, interlaced cotton and paper filament threads that constitute the wick, encased in solid sheets of paraffin wax. When the wick is ignited by a spark, it slowly begins to burn, and you see the glow of the flame. Nothing too remarkable, something you've probably seen hundreds of times. But I challenge you to explain how it is possible that the candle burns. How does this combustion reaction continue to occur? Now, do me a favor, follow me down the rabbit hole for just a minute. I love chemistry. It's my favorite course to teach because chemistry demands that you think about matter beyond the physical view and delve into the particulate nature of the material. So I'll ask again, how does the structure of a candle facilitate long-term combustion? You must consider the chemical nature of the candle's waxy core on a microscopic level. Paraffin wax is a soft, colorless hydrocarbon that consists of about 20 to 40 carbon atoms, surrounded by double that number of hydrogens. At room temperature, paraffin is a solid, but the forces of attraction between the paraffin molecules are weak, thus giving wax a relatively low melting point. When the wick of the candle is ignited by a match, the wick transfers the heat of the flame through the paraffin core of the candle, Now remember, the paraffin molecules are only weakly attracted to each other. So the heat from the wick quickly begins to melt the solid wax and transform it into liquid paraffin. The liquid paraffin is then drawn up the core of the candle via the wick, all the while absorbing more heat and then eventually transforming again to a vapor. It is this paraffin vapor, not the wick, that is the flammable component of the flame. I want you to try an at-home experiment this week. I want you to light 2 candles, and then I want you to blow out the flame of one of the candles. Without touching the flame of the burning candle, bring the wick of the extinguished one close to the other flame. If you've never done this, you're in for a treat. Presto, the flammable paraffin vapors from the candle that you originally blew out will suddenly reignite. The flame of the lit candle will provide the energy needed to combust the paraffin vapor in the smoke of the previously burned out candle. You might even call yourself a Mr. Wizard with this trick. All right, climb out from the rabbit hole. A good teacher is like a candle. It consumes itself to light the way for others. What this means is that even though it may appear as if one teacher's flame has burned out, it can be reignited by the energy of another's flame. An exemplary teacher is just that. It's the energy, the kindling for a flame that might have been temporarily extinguished by the winds of the cliche uncharted waters. In this tandem process of extinguishing and reigniting flames, it is important to reflect upon the idea that the core of the candle, the heart of the teacher, if you will, remains the same. Paraffin wax, just regular repeating patterns of bonds between carbon and hydrogen atoms. While the appearance of the paraffin wax is transformed during heating as it changes phases, the bonds between the carbon and hydrogen atoms are not altered. The formula of the paraffin wax does not change. If we relied solely on the burning of cotton and paper fibers in the wicks of our candles, our flames would be short-lived. The glow of light born out of our knowledge and experience, and yes, our reflections, would never cast its radiance over the hearts and minds of our students and colleagues. But because the paraffin acts as a sustainable source of combustion, with excess vapor eventually cooling to form pools of wax, of liquid wax, that quickly harden in solid channels, one candle, one person, one teacher can illuminate our path for an indeterminate amount of time. So reflect upon this chemistry lesson. Are you the wick or are you the wax in education? The educators that are in this room tonight are unequivocally the wax. I would like to retire the labels that we have placed on this pandemic school year. I propose that we use a new term, the term transformative. The obstacles placed in our paths this year have required us to reflect on our practices and our core beliefs, beliefs that ultimately support the idea that it is the relationships we build and nurture between our colleagues and students that are paramount to the mechanisms by which we convey material. Undoubtedly, we have transformed the manner by which we have taught this year, but we have not compromised the integrity of our mission. The components that make us outstanding educators are still present. We have the same core values. Our wicks may have charred a bit, but the waxy interior remains intact. So in the last weeks of this transformative year, teachers are using the flames of their candles to reflect upon lessons learned, failures and inadequacies, and celebrations of success that are tucked carefully in the dark and quiet recesses of our memories. We are living in the present and planning for the future while committing to restructuring and refining our past experiences. The season of reflection is upon us, and though we have been transformed by this school year, our core remains steadfast, and the flames from the lamp of knowledge will continue to inspire our souls and light our path, for life can only be understood backwards, but it must be lived forwards. We are committed to the pursuit of reflection. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lindsay. At this time, we are going to recognize our Teachers of the Year, so I'd like to ask Mr. Pye and Ms. Hughes if you would stand at the end of the tables over there. As I call the teachers' names, they will go behind the school board, come across, and then exit on this side. We have some gifts for them, and courtesy of some very, very generous businesses in the area. So, first of all, I would like to introduce and congratulate our Rookie Honor Teachers of the Year. These are teachers that have been in the district, in a district school. This is their first year. So at this time, I would like to congratulate Allison Beers from Eagle Nest Elementary. Allison came to the challenging world of special education at Eagle Nest this year with a willingness to do whatever is necessary to help her students finish strong. Principal Dr. Diebold praises Allison for her warm, engaging manner that she credits as a game changer for the resource program at that school. The level of achievement in her class is a testimony to the loving and nurturing environment that she has created. Congratulations. Sandra Brooks from Fort Dorchester High School. After a number of years working in the business world, Sandra realized she was a lifelong teacher without the official title. She felt a passion to teach, her desire to bring her real-world experience to the classroom, teaching students valuable skills to apply in their everyday life, sealed the deal. Sandra began her second career as a teacher in the business department at Fort Dorchester High School. Principal Tripp Aldridge states, without hesitation, she's a natural teacher. Taylor Coleman, Flowertown Elementary. Before earning her teaching certificate, Taylor worked in DD2 as an applied behavior analyst therapist. She realized that being a behavior therapist was her calling and autism was her world. She earned her degree in education because she knew her voice would be loud enough for those who seldom have a voice for themselves. Not only is Taylor a powerful advocate for those who she serves, she's a resource for her fellow teachers. She is passionate in her belief that all children should be valued and supported. Congratulations. Shauna Nicely, River Oaks Middle. As a math teacher at River Oaks Middle, Shauna states that one of the lessons she has learned during her first year as a teacher is the gift of humility. When a lesson is not going as planned, instead of making it fit, she adjusts to the needs of her students. All they have to say is, "Miss Nicely, I'm lost," and she will go find them. She believes that having the heart of a true teacher means putting the students' desires and needs above the amazing lessons one has planned. It is no doubt that Shauna has the heart of a true teacher. Congratulations. And those are our 2021 Rookie Honor Teachers of the Year, and I think you would agree this district has a bright future ahead. Congratulations. At this time, our 2021 School Teachers of the Year. Christina Hightower, Austin Bailey Elementary. In Christina's second grade classroom, one notices the high energy level as students are immersed in skill-building activities. Her teaching philosophy is simple. While in her classroom and in her care, students are going to learn, be loved, and be challenged. She believes that early childhood classrooms are the places that foster a child's love of learning, and she wants every child to leave her room loving school. Congratulations. Nikki Marlowe, Ashley Ridge High. As a student attending DD2 schools, Nikki was influenced and inspired to enter the field of education. In her almost 7 years teaching math at Ashley Ridge, her belief has been affirmed that educators should be a student in their own craft. She states, to many students, math is their kryptonite, so she is committed to teaching them how math concepts can be a part of their daily lives. Congratulations. Allison Bradbury, Beach Hill Elementary. Allison sums up her feelings of being a kindergarten teacher as follows. What could truly be better than pouring love into little hearts, minds, and souls that will grow up to change the world and move mountains? She taught her first group of kindergartners in 1992, and this year she found herself teaching kindergartners virtually. No matter what the setting, Allison states she feels covered with love. Congratulations. Sarah Dean, DuBose Middle. Sarah decided she wanted to be a middle school math teacher at a very young age. In fact, she was in middle school. Principal Ted Brinkley confirms that she is where she needs to be, making a difference for students and taking a leadership role. This year, she has taken the reins of a 7th grade math team that is currently one of the strongest in the district. She feels her greatest accomplishment as a teacher is when a student leaves her classroom feeling that she's encouraged them to succeed. Congratulations. Crystal Stewart, Dr. Eugene Sayers Elementary. For the past 15 years, Christy has taught kindergarten in District 2. This year, she was offered new opportunities to teach kindergarten virtually. Principal Laura Blanchard praises Christy for building phenomenal lessons using digital resources. Her teaching philosophy is based on working hard to build a classroom community of kindness and respect, so students want to be at school every day. Congratulations. Megan Hartley, Eagle Nest Elementary. Megan believes that all children can read and will want to read if they are provided books that they are truly interested in. She's passionate about children, reading, and to books, and devotes her entire being to those things in her 4th grade Read 180 intervention class. Her teaching philosophy centers around her connections with students, and she states, once relationships are formed with my students, the rigor flows naturally. Congratulations. Claire Jenkins, Flowertown Elementary. Colleagues of Claire credit her with being instrumental in building a school culture that embraces diversity. Claire has a passion for working with students with disabilities, especially those students in her autism class. As she describes what it means to be a teacher, Claire says, teachers are leaders, guides, and mentors. They make the world of education a special place. Congratulations. Kevin Morrissey, Fort Dorchester High. A product of DD2 schools, Kevin has shared his passion for and creative talent with students teaching visual and related arts for the past 17 years. Art is where he found his voice, and in the classroom, he discovered teaching is also an art. He cites one of his greatest contributions to teaching is using art as a vehicle to develop self-confidence. Congratulations. Richard Gallagher, Givans. After a successful career in retail management, Rick began teaching science and math at Givans 15 years ago. He quickly became an advocate for these students, working to influence the change in attitudes and direction for most of the students he teaches. He reminds them no one can change the past, but they are able to change the future. But as he tells his students, he will guarantee his student opportunities, but he cannot guarantee the outcome. That's up to them. Congratulations. Maurice Burgess, Greg Middle. The credentials that Maurice has attained as an accomplished musician at the local and state and national level are impressive. What is more impressive is that he chose teaching as a career to share his talent and passion for the arts with young people. As Maurice states, I chose teaching for the young person that needs someone to believe in them. These students need someone to give them permission to dream and to achieve. Congratulations. Vanessa Garcia, Joseph Pye Elementary. In her third year teaching kindergarten at Pye, Vanessa has already earned the reputation as the go-to teacher for children who need to find a place that is safe to land. Creating a classroom community where students feel safe and supported is critical for students to be engaged in learning. How to be kind people of our community is one of her focuses for her students. Congratulations. Catherine Thomas, Knightsville Elementary. Catherine realized in high school that she wanted to work in a field that she could care for people, and she found that field as a teacher of students who have intellectual and emotional disabilities. Catherine says when she found her passion for teaching children with autism, her heart grew twice its size. Her mission is to teach and guide her students, developed into a mission to change the world. I am now a teacher with dreams that will not stop growing. Congratulations. Daniel Bryant, Oakbrook Elementary. In his art classroom at Oakbrook Elementary, Daniel creates an environment that enhances student learning by tapping into the interests of his students. As he states, he brings an attitude of joy into his classes that students can't help but respond in a positive way. His spirit of innovation has led to the implementation of digital art and computer animation in curriculums across the district. He cites his greatest achievement as creating the mentoring program Man Up with Young Men of Needs. Congratulations. Lauren Repa, Oakbrook Middle. Lauren became a teacher because she wanted to share her love of math with others. But as a teacher in middle school for the past 7 years, her focus is much more than teaching math, but also teaching students to be skilled problem solvers. Her students realize the value of becoming a better learner, not necessarily becoming smarter. When considering her greatest contribution, Lauren says it is teaching students teamwork and the social skill to solve problems. Congratulations. Jana Padula, Sandhill Elementary. A veteran educator of 24 years, Jana joined the faculty at Sandhill this year after her family relocated to the area. She was apprehensive in this new school and the district, feeling somewhat like a first-year teacher. However, her fears quickly disappeared with a supportive team at Sandhill. She states she has grown so much as an educator during this year and has learned new ways of teaching. Congratulations. Laura Wallace, Span Elementary. 4 years ago, Laura joined the Span family at the perfect time. The school was embarking on personalized learning program that she had been introduced to in college. Principal Shane Sanford credits Laura as a major reason Span is where they are today with this program. She believes this focus on students as independent learners provides opportunities for all. Laura's classroom motto in the 3rd grade is progress makes progress, not perfect. Congratulations. Carissa House, Somerville Elementary. Carissa joined the Somerville Elementary family 7 years ago as the music teacher for kindergarten through 5th grade. Her classroom provides an environment where students feel valued and safe. She holds sacred that children remain children, and she never forgets that she is a teacher of children who thrive on play. Play is the word in her class. She cites her greatest achievement as a teacher is giving a child a new lens through which to view the world. Congratulations. Angela Hamrick, Somerville High. Students in Angela's biomedical classes at Somerville High refer to her as Mama Hammy. And she says she loves the nickname because it means they know I care about them. Her love of science had her destined to attend medical school, but influence of caring teacher changed her career goal to be a teacher of science. I feel it is my mission to be a positive force for our students every day. She sets high expectations but is ready to offer grace and not give up on them. After all, she is Mama Hammy. Congratulations. Reagan Sullivan, Reeves Elementary. When you walk into Reagan's kindergarten classroom, you see children moving, collaborating, and exploring. As Reagan says, children were made to move. She takes learning a step further in her class by managing the school garden and the chicken coop. In fact, she believes using the environment and the world around us to reach in a way that sets students on fire for learning. Congratulations. Kathy Summer, Windsor Hill Arts Infused Elementary. Kathy's theater arts classes at Windsor Hill are culturally rich, exciting, and fun. A veteran educator of more than 35 years, she states one of the reasons she became a teacher was to provide students who want to express themselves and be acknowledged for their talent a place to thrive. She has a passion and enthusiasm to motivate students in finding confidence to sing and dance and to do a commercial on themselves. Congratulations. Those are our district teachers of the year, and now we will introduce our 5 honor teachers. Ann Bennett, Rollins Middle School of the Arts. Colleagues describe Ann as being a rare and perfect blend of passion and creativity. Over her 11 years as a teacher, she has seen many changes in education, but one belief holds firm. To be a successful teacher, you've got to connect with students. Middle school is not always a kind place, so Anne always has an open door for her sixth graders. Her teaching philosophy is a strong belief that students should be taught to ask more questions and to learn how to live in this world. Congratulations. Allison Bond, Fort Dorchester Elementary. Within Allison's special education classroom, it is not uncommon to see a variety of learning styles with students sitting or jumping on a trampoline. Each of these accommodated learning styles are embraced and and is encouraged in her class. Her teaching philosophy is based on the importance of knowing her students' functional strengths and weaknesses. She believes that teachers are important stepping stones to any child's future. Congratulations. Samantha Hoffman, Austin Middle. A love of literature and books ignited a desire for Samantha that led to her being an educator. Teaching provided the opportunity to help young people experience literature in meaningful, impactful ways. In her English language arts classroom, Samantha designs curriculum that helps her make connections with students. Her teaching philosophy is based on belief that literature is the world's greatest tool to help her students build empathy for others and to just be good people. Congratulations. Madison Jones, River Oaks Middle. In her 3 years as a language arts teacher, Madison has quickly affirmed her belief that teachers should teach students about life, how to cope, how to have courage, among other things. Her classroom is a functioning family. She has found that rewards in teaching are not always the big moments, but the most meaningful are the small moments. Many people spend their entire life searching for their purpose. Madison says, "My passion and my job have collided as one." Congratulations. Julie Weber, Newington Elementary. After graduating from Fort Dorchester High and entering college, Julie was unsure of her career choice. She knew that she wanted to help people, and she knew she did not want to be an educator. After deciding to pursue a degree in speech-language pathology, she followed her desire to help people and became a school-based pathologist. Julie says that the best part of her work is the ability she has to view the whole child. She has learned there is no cookie-cutter approach to teaching. Colleagues describe her as having a heart for service and an attitude that is contagious at Newington Elementary. Congratulations. Will you once again help me congratulate the District 2021 Honor Teachers? And I'd like to invite our Superintendent to open the envelope and announce our Dorchester District 2 Teacher of the Year. I'll get out of your way.
And I never get to see this. The very first year they tried it, I couldn't keep a secret, so they don't trust me anymore. And it's been years, and I've not been able to look in the envelope. They won't even tell me anything until now. So, our Teacher of the Year for the District 2, from this wonderful group of teachers who are all deserving. Let's give them a round of applause for all the hard work. And the comments that were said about each one of them were just a snippet of what we hear from your parents, your students, and your fellow teachers and your administrators. They're very proud of you, and you're Teacher of the Year every year. With that said, the Dorchester School District 2 Teacher of the Year, Samantha Hoffman. You get to keep this, okay? Congratulations.
You all can sit down if you would like. Congratulations, Samantha. Catch your breath, and you want to say anything?
Hi, everybody. I am a little bit nervous, but I'm going to try my best here. Wow, I'm completely humbled by this entire experience. I truly love this district. I love my school. I love that I'm able to stand up in front of you guys today and represent you, and I hope throughout this next year that I go on to make you all proud and really to represent Dorchester 2 and Alston Middle well. Yeah, I love my students, so if you guys are watching on live stream. But thank you so much. Thank you for this experience and for really making us all feel appreciated. It's been an amazing experience, so thank you.
And we've got some things for you, but I would also at this time like to invite Susan Farmer, representative from Alpha Delta Kappa, for a presentation for you.
Good evening. Alpha Delta Kappa was founded in 1947 by visionary women who saw a need to recognize and support the professional efforts of outstanding women educators. In 1947, over 125,000 women educators around the world have discovered the many opportunities provided by membership in Alpha Delta Kappa. Opportunities for recognition of commitment to educational excellence, for personal and professional growth, and for collectively channeling their energies toward the good of schools, communities, and the teaching profession. Around the world, Alpha Delta Kappa members combine their energies and talents to enrich their lives and the lives of others through thousands of heartwarming, community-based altruistic projects. For over 50 years, the Upsilon chapter of Alpha Delta Kappa has represented just a portion of the exceptional women educators in Dorchester School District 2. This year, we are again honored to present a pin to the District Teacher of the Year in honor of Mrs. Esther DeBose. Mrs. DeBose was one of the founding members of the Upsilon chapter here in Somerville. As a long member of the Dorchester School District 2, Mrs. DeBose served her students, peers, and community as the consummate professional with high standards for herself and others. She helped build a foundation that still impacts us today. It is my great pleasure as the current president of Alpha Delta Kappa Upsilon chapter to award this pin for being named the District Teacher of the Year for Dorchester School District 2. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we also have a presentation, Ms. Williams. It has become a tradition in our district to present the District Teacher of the Year with the bronze statue of the star catcher, because we think nothing exemplifies the spirit of the star catcher than our teachers. So it will be something that you can look at to remind you of the special honor that you certainly deserve. And we certainly have a basket of goodies for Samantha, and also some flowers to, again, remind you of the special evening. And I'd like to take a moment to, for some special recognition. The selection committees, the district has 2 selection committees that were a part of this wonderful process. And it included members of our business community, business leaders, former district teachers of the year, the dean of one of our local colleges of education, along with representatives from the educational community. And we so appreciate their time and their efforts. But I just have to say, they were absolutely blown away with every teacher that they spoke with, every packet that they read. They said, we understand why DD2 is on top. So I just wanted to share that. Also on your program, if you'll look on the back, because of our social distancing protocols, we were not able to invite our former district teachers of the year, but their names are listed on the back of the program. Please take a moment to look at that distinguished group of individuals who are in a very exclusive club, Amanda, that you are now a member. And also listed on the back of the program is all of the teachers of the year and the honor teachers. So please take that home, and when you see these individuals in the school or within the community, tell them how proud we are, because we truly are. And at this time, Samantha, if you would like to catch your breath, I would like to invite our Assistant Superintendent, Julie Canarins, to present closing remarks.
Wow, what an incredible celebration. To all of our guests here tonight and those of you who have joined us on the live stream, thank you for your love and support of these teachers. Without everyone supporting one another, lifting each other up in good and difficult times, this year would have been much tougher than it has been. So thank you all for your support. As we bring our celebration to a close and look forward to the conclusion of this tumultuous year, I know you're all counting the days to June 16th. It's been a productive year, and you should all be commended for your successes in the classrooms. We'd like to again congratulate you all for being selected the best of the best. Through it all, you, the leaders of your schools, the role models, the exemplars, and the mentors, you have remained, as DD2 says, unstoppable. We applaud you and offer our sincere thanks. So once again, everyone, let's stand this time and recognize all of our Teachers of the Year. You all deserve this recognition tonight and so much more. Enjoy your week and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you all for being here.
And I would like to tell the Teachers of the Year, as you exit, please be sure and get your photograph, your picture that's displayed in the lobby to take with you. Mr. Pye?